morning everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today's video we're going to be doing a frog. We're going to be doing a flower frog. So I've had a look through my flowers and I haven't got many left. This is the only box that I haven't touched. I do have some other flowers, but they're all like falling to bits. So what I wanted to do was add like flowers down there, some going into the legs, and possibly in the toes. That will be done with a layer of UV resin. Once that's cured, I'm going to back the whole thing in blue glitter just to make it stand out a little bit. There is another video coming up later on today with Alessio, my 4-year-old. He wants to do some eco-pour today, so please watch out for that video. Right. Sorry for the noise. I haven't even opened these. So we've got like moss. I'm not a flower person. The only thing I know is roses, daisies, that's about it. I'm not really keyed up on names of flowers. So I was possibly looking at putting these into the toes if possible. I don't know yet. Or maybe some they're a bit too big. Yeah, that's all I have left. Everything seems to be just seeing what I have, and they're green. So my studio, I told you about the move I did from my attic down to my second floor, the back room. So my studio's in the back room, and I seem to have lost everything. So I haven't even got any of the cabochon eyes. I had some 6mm cabochon eyes, and we've been through everything this morning and can't find them. So this little fella isn't going to have any eyes. I might just draw them on. It'll be fine. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you on pause. I'm just going to sort out these, chop them down, and then I'll be back and we can get on with the video. See you shortly. Right, so I'm back. So I just picked off some little buds for the feet, and I was looking through what cabochons I have. I have these. So I'm going to stick them in, I think. I'm using some UV resin. I'll do them shortly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to coat these in some UV resin. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let them soak in the UV resin for about 5 or 10 minutes. And what that'll do, that'll enable the bud to absorb the UV resin, and all the air will come out, so that there's no air bubbles when I actually put them in the feet and the pads. So I'm using my little J Diction UV lamp. It's got 60 seconds, 90 seconds and 150. So that came with some of the products that they sent me to try to test out. So I'm going to do a little review on that. I'm finally getting through all the stuff I've been sent. my studio's like a goddamn shop. Oh, come on. Right, we'll try again. Right. Honestly. Mum, what are you doing? That's all I'm getting. No, these are too big. They're not big enough. They're too big. Let's see if I can get the smaller ones. Even the smaller ones are too big. I don't want to like... Might just be fine. Right, so I'm going to give these a cure for 150 seconds, which is just short of, that's at 2.5 minutes. So I'll be back shortly. Right, so they are fully cured now, so I'm going to remove that off. And I've chosen some little leaves, see if I can get them in the legs. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop the cabochons into the eyes, just different than some oops. So you need to take your UV resin. I am using the Apex resin from Just For Online UK, I forgot to mention. Just put a little dot in. I think I'd be able to. These are not faceted, so I'm just going to cure this. I'll put you on pause. Right, so they are now fixed in. I put both eyes in while I was at it, and they're there. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a thin layer of UV resin on the bottom. If you do get any bubbles while you're using the UV resin, you can pop them or pick them out using a long neck lighter or a dotting tool or a silicone stick, whichever is best for you. I have got some UV resin there because my mould is static. So I need to take my silicone tool because I have some bubbles. And put these in. Got one on the head. And this one is a bit battered. So let's see if we can fix it. They're that delicate and that dry, they're just breaking. I have got a spare few, but not many. Let me just put you on pause. We'll see if I can straighten this out. Right, so I was able to straighten out the petals of the flower. And just being very gentle, making sure that I don't stick my tweezers to the petals. Right, so I'm going to give that a quick cure and then we'll be back in a minute. Right, so that's cured. I've got 6 ounces of the Apex High Gloss 1-to-1 resin from Just Few Online UK mixed in there. So while that's mixing, I'm going to see if I can get some of these in, possibly there. What I'm doing is I'm just trimming some down, just so that I can put them in other areas like here. I don't want to tip the mould up if it'll go in, if it's big enough. No, it's too big. I think we'll keep them out of the front of there. So again, take your UV resin. I don't want too much in there. And then cure it. I'll be back once this is cured. Right, so while that's curing, I'm going to be using the Elmer's glue. If you're not aware of what Elmer's glue does, sorry, I've got a really sore throat today and my partner is sleeping in the next room, so I am trying to keep the noise down. So let's get some life into my speech. Right, Elmer's glue. Elmer's glue was a technique discovered by Daniel Cooper, and he found that if you add Elmer's clear glue to resin, it thickens it basically higher the viscosity, and it actually stops glitter from sinking, because if I was to put all this in there now, it just sink to the bottom and not much would float. So even though you can work with thicker viscosity resin, it still sinks. So this method actually does work. I've used it a few times. So all I do is I don't add more than 2 drops. And I'm not bothered about micro bubbles because you won't see it anyway. So it's just 2 small drops. 1, 2. Anybody wants to know what that banging was? That was my UV lamp just fell off. So you need to take your stir stick. So you can see that's nice and thin. And then as we start doing this, it will start to thicken up like really gluggy. And to mix it, you have to kind of chop the resin. It doesn't affect the cure or anything like that. You know. I begin to Right. And we're just going to fill it up. a very girly frog. If any of you who do resin are finding that your levelling table keeps going out of level, it's actually because of the weight that you put onto your table. I have figured now that I need to do my table, level it out at least twice a week. I'm trying to get in as much as I can without over pouring it. And drip it into yeah, that's fine. Right guys, so I'm going to leave that for now. Sorry about that guys, when people ring it cuts the phone off. So I wasn't saying anything, I was just pouring and somebody called. So basically I just finished filling that up, and then what was left, there was 2 ounces left, and I filled up the skull mould that I'm possibly doing in a giveaway. So I have a tiny little amount left. I'm not going to bother putting that in there because it's just going to overflow it. So I'll be back with you when this has been left to sit and cure, and we can come back and have a look at the frog to see if it's girly enough. I shall check back with you later. Bye. Right, so this is now cured, and we're going to get this demoulded. When demoulding the frog, please be careful on the feet because they can snap very easy, and I wouldn't be too surprised if I snap a toe or two. I did attempt to try and demould it earlier, but it just wasn't ready. So I put it back on my heat mat for another 30 minutes. Fingers crossed this is nice. I've got some cleaning to do, but that's okay, I don't mind. UV resin seems to be cured. I've got my hands on it underneath. These are so tricky because you have to be so gentle. See, look, the toes are still a little bit wobbly. That's where I've got a little bit of spillage, that's fine. We can clean it, sort them out later. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, and go. Can't really see the eyes. but that's okay. These do come off, you can just pull it off or trim it off once it's cured. But yeah, I like it, I think it's really pretty, quite effective. I'm just making sure the UV resin is cured before. Look a bit tacky there. That's okay, I can give it another blast underneath my UV light. So what I'm going to do is I have a black marker. The cabochons, you can hardly see them, so and there we go. It's got some little eyes. What do you think, guys? Think it's girly for me? It's not like me to do flowers and glitter. Right, guys, that's it for today. Please like, comment and subscribe if you've not already done so. That would help my channel out so much. And I shall see you on the next upload tomorrow. Goodbye. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.